Sai here today, and I'm back with another I'm back to school with another school supplies, another DIY. I cannot talk today, it's early. Hey guys, Sai here today, and I'm back with episode number 2 in my back to school series, and this is 10 tips to survive middle school, high school, or being at a new school. This tip is to attend orientation, open house, or even call the school to see if you can take a look around, and then if you have your schedule, then you can plan out a way to walk around the school so you have like a set path, so you're not like one of those kids who's looking around everywhere to see where you're going, so you'll be prepared. So number 2 is to make copies of your schedule, so just take a picture of it so that you're just looking at your phone instead of like looking at a paper, so it looks more natural since everyone's like on their phone. Or if you use the original copy, you always have the back. This is something I really think you should know, and this is tip number 3, is know your locker combination, because I remember when I was in middle school, actually this was last school year, I forgot my combination and I kept asking the teacher for my combination. So just don't be one of those kids, just know your locker combination, and you can write it down in the notes section of your phone, because usually you don't put your phone in your locker. Tip number 4, so if you have friends that are going to be going to the same school as you or have the same lunch leave as you, try to find people that you know and that you like and are comfortable with to sit with at lunch. And this is before you go to lunch. And then if you're new to a school, try to make friends in the class, like friends with people who are in the same lunch as you, so just be like, hey, when do you have lunch, or something like that, and you will be prepared, because that's what I'm gonna have to do, because I know 0 people at the school I'm going to, so this is gonna be a new experience. Also, this tip is really good so you're not like walking around aimlessly, and for me it feels like everyone's staring at me if I do that, so just try to find people to sit with before lunch. Okay, tip number 5. Be open to making new friends. There's going to be a lot of changes when you go into middle school and high school, because you're not going to be friends with the same people. I found that in middle school I stopped being friends with certain people, and you're not going to be friends with the same people, so just try to make new friends and be social. Number 1 thing is to be social, because if you're not social, then you're gonna have a hard time, and just try to be social. And a way you can do this is to join clubs and to join sports teams, because if you play a sport or if you're in a club, you are bound to make at least 1 friend. So number 7 is to stay organized. If you are not organized, you are going to go crazy, because you're gonna lose papers, you're not gonna know what your homework is. You just need to be organized, and if you're organized, then you will have an easier time at school and at home, because do your homework. Okay, that sounds like I'm losing myself. Okay, anyway, tip number 8 is to not procrastinate. This is something I struggle with a lot, because I procrastinate all the time. All the time. Like, I still haven't even started my summer reading. I probably should, but I'm probably not. But do not procrastinate. I did this last year, and I always ended up doing my homework like last minute, and it's really bad to do that, because you get stressed out, and then you're stressing like, oh my gosh, I cannot finish this, and then you stay up really late, and then you're like stressing at school, and like, just don't procrastinate. You will be so happy if you don't. And a tip for procrastination is, if you're really bad and you get a project, and say you have a month to do it, write down in your planner that it's due a week before it is, because then you're like, when you look back at your planner, you're like, oh my gosh, I need to get this done, and you'll be doing it last minute, but really it'll be done a week in advance. So try to do that. I'll have more organization tips in an upcoming video. Tip number 9. Do your assignments, like homework, because homework is so easy, and usually teachers don't even grade it. It's like to get it done. So just do your homework, because homework is a big part of your grade, and it's the easiest thing to do. And a homework is like a review of a test. So I found that if I did my homework, that I already knew all the material on the test, and it made studying so much easier. So just do your homework and you'll be so much. So tip number 10, ask questions. There's no sense of being lost. Like, there is no such thing as a stupid question. Just ask questions, and I would know I ask a lot of stupid questions, but do ask questions, because it's better to be the kid who asks a question, because there's chances are there's someone else who's confused, and if you're the person who asks the question, then you're going to be a lot happier because you know the answer and you're not like struggling later on. So just ask questions and you will be so much happier. And these are my 10 tips on surviving high school, middle school, or time at a new school. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give it a big thumbs up if you did, and if it was helpful. Comment down below if you're going to a new school or going into high school or going into middle or even college. So comment down below, and of course, subscribe. Peace!